Hello. It's Dr. Augustine. I do these nifty little beach walks. Talk about dry fasting here on this channel. If it's your first time to the channel, after this video, look below. You'll probably have a lot of questions, and there's probably some answers down there for you. Today I'm going to talk about something I've been seeing a lot of with requests and responses on my YouTube channel regarding addiction. Depending on the addictive agent. You know, our genetics are sensitive to specific types of chemicals. For instance, I had a cousin who died from heroin overdose that when he was on heroin or crack cocaine, it was like when I was on cannabis when I was in college. And that's because it affected him differently. And it affects him because on those individuals that have those particular interests, addictions, there are epigenetic changes to the genes that actually control your desire to have those things. And that's where dry fasting comes in, especially for those ones. Because what dry fasting does, it turns on deacetylation. So these acetyl tags that have been put on these things to identify these genes to be pinged all the time by these specific chemicals get taken off. And people that have done a dry fast have noticed a really dramatic reduction or even cessation of these addictions. We've seen this in cannabis. You know, people that are really into smoking weed all the time do a dry fast, and suddenly they don't really want it so much. There's two things going on there. There's probably a complex arrangement with the parasites that are feeding you the foods that help you get happy, and sugar and all this stuff, and so the parasites are gone and the tags are removed, and you just really don't have that much interest in it. You know, it's funny too, because when you think about it, because we have these CD1 and CD2 receptor sites for endogenous cannabinoids, it would seem to indicate that we actually evolved from that one. Our country grew it as a national requirement. You had to grow hemp. Not the, you know, sensimilla stuff, but the stuff for rope and so forth, because they needed it so badly, and it had to be grown all the time. I think Jefferson was probably producing some sensimilla. If you read the Declaration of Independence, it is a brilliant piece of focus, and that's usually what happens on THC-laden cannabis. But as far as addiction goes, yeah, you're going to experience a change in your interest in these chemicals and drugs and escape mechanisms, because you're going to be interrupting the complex interplay of all these other factors that are going on inside your metabolism. So that's kind of the message today. If you want to cut down on your weed or stop really heavy addictions, you might consider dry fasting, because it does so much for free, and it's probably the first thing you should try. Forget interdictions and interventions and all these, you know, retreats and all this stuff. Forget that stuff. Just not eat, not drink. It's really simple. Anyway, this is Dr. Augustine, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe, like this video, because it helps me get the videos around to help other people with this therapy. And I will see you later.
Yes?
We have a message. Can you remind people to subscribe, please, sir?
What now?
Please.
Oh, very well.